The wrestling world thrives on moments that feel larger than life, and few imagined encounters carry as much intrigue as a face-off between Jordynne Grace and Jade Cargill. When these two dominant forces finally stood across from one another, the atmosphere instantly shifted. No punches were thrown, no holds applied, yet the tension was unmistakable. It was the kind of stare down that spoke louder than any promo, signaling that something monumental could be on the horizon. Jordynne Grace has built her reputation on grit, strength, and authenticity. Known for redefining what power looks like in women's wrestling, Grace combines elite athleticism with a grounded intensity that resonates with fans. She is not just strong for show, her power is functional, explosive, and backed by years of championship-level performances. Every movement she makes in the ring feels deliberate, as if she is constantly measuring her opponent and daring them to test her limits. Across from her stood Jade Cargill, a wrestler whose presence alone commands attention. Cargill's aura is unmistakable, confident, composed, and unapologetically dominant. She carries herself like a superstar before the bell even rings, blending athletic power with a larger-than-life charisma. Her rise has been defined by decisive victories and an image of near invincibility, making her one of the most talked-about figures in modern women's wrestling. When Jordynne Grace and Jade Cargill locked eyes, the contrast was striking, yet complementary. Grace represented hard-earned resilience, the embodiment of someone who fought through every challenge to earn respect. Cargill, on the other hand, symbolized raw dominance and star power, a force that seems destined for the spotlight. Together, they created a visual that instantly ignited speculation. What would happen if these two collided in an actual match? The face-off itself was deceptively simple. No words were exchanged, but the body language told a deeper story. Grace stood her ground, unflinching, her expression calm but intense. Cargill smirked with confidence, shoulders squared, projecting absolute belief in her superiority. The crowd reaction amplified the moment, cheers, gasps, and buzz filling the arena as fans realized they were witnessing a potential dream rivalry in its earliest form. What made this encounter so compelling was the symbolism behind it. Women's wrestling has evolved into a platform where power, athleticism, and personality coexist at the highest level. Grace and Cargill represent two different paths to greatness, yet both reflect how far the division has come. Their face-off felt like a statement that the era of underestimating women's wrestling is long gone. Speculation immediately followed. Fans debated styles, strengths, and possible outcomes. Would Grace's experience and technical power be enough to neutralize Cargill's explosive offense? Could Cargill's physical dominance overwhelm Grace's conditioning and ring IQ? These questions fueled social media discussions, podcasts, and fan forums, turning a silent stare-down into one of the most talked-about moments in recent memory. Beyond the fantasy booking and online debates, the face-off carried a deeper promise. It suggested that the future holds matches that are not just competitive, but defining. A potential Grace versus Cargill showdown would be more than a clash of muscles. It would be a battle of philosophies, confidence versus resilience, aura versus authenticity. In the end, the tense face-off achieved exactly what great wrestling moments are meant to do. It left fans wanting more. No physical confrontation was necessary because the implication was powerful enough. Jordynne Grace and Jade Cargill standing toe-to-toe was a reminder that sometimes the most electric moments happen before the first move is ever made.